French bake.
Hi guys, welcome back. If you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. If you can hear me, please do let me know, and please like as you comment as well. If I'm glancing down, I've got my laptop here, so I don't want a situation that happened yesterday whereby I was struggling to, read your comments and stuff. So, okay, I think we can hear me. So, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Please like as you come in. I'm just gonna. Ideally, this live was meant to start at 11 o'clock, but I was able to get my setup ready, so I felt why not. So I'm just gonna get started. So a quick introduction. My name is Gwamishu, and I'm also known as Thatmumof5. And welcome to my channel. So on my channel, mostly I do lifestyle, I do educative content, I do pretty much everything a Nigerian living abroad will do. And you might probably be surprised as to why am I on this case of Celine Afiba. Like I said, being a mother and hearing this story of knowing about this issue, I felt like, obviously I'm a Nigerian, and I know that Nigerian police, even if there's a case going on smoothly, Nigerian police would always have a way to, make sure the case come out to be the fault of the victim, and they end up not seeking justice for the victim. So I took interest in this case because it's so sad that two young women went to go meet a man they've been chatting with based on the information we've heard, and only to find out that they've been missing. And till right now that I'm speaking to you, there is no update whatsoever to say that they've either found Celine or Afiba. So yeah, that's just a quick intro there. Please like and share as you come in, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have been coming back and joining me on this show. So if you go onto my channel, there's been several other videos like stuff like this that I've done in regards to this case of Ochekwo, of Celine, of Afiba. There's like maybe 6 or 7 lives. So if you want to catch up, please go do that on my channel. And I don't want to start going back and forth again. So yesterday, I think the last live we did yesterday was the 4th update that harassing Gwamishu did in regards to his own findings as to what is happening so far. So today, we're gonna be listening to the final update that harassing dropped last night. So he dropped that update about 8 o'clock or about 9 o'clock last night, about 10 o'clock last night. And when I watched it, I was just like, my jaw fell. My jaw fell. So we all know from the beginning that harassing Gwamishu is a human rights activist who was once, incarcerated by the Nigerian police for a crime he did not commit. So since then, he's taking it upon himself to start, seeking justice for people. And apparently, from the beginning of this missing case of Celine and Afiba's and Celine's family approached him to get involved in this case. So it's not as if maybe he just brought himself into this case. So since then, he's been carrying out his investigation. And along the line, when he started this investigation, truth be told, the first 2 weeks when he was sharing this information about these missing girls, there was no traffic. Like, people were not gearing towards the story because people were just like, people were just watching and not responding to him. So the news broke out, and it just happened that a Ben Samuell, also somebody shared the story of the missing girl with the Ben Samuell, and Ben Samuell came out to say that he knew the guy in question, that Ochekwo was his friend. Ochekwo is a Nigerian British based in Nigeria. And trust me, Andrew, according to Mr. Ben, Andrew is not a saint. Andrew has had his issues in the UK. He was declared a wanted man. He went to jail for 2 years in the UK. After jail, his business collapsed. He filed for bankruptcy and decided to go back to Nigeria. So it's been said, according to Mr. Ben, that Andrew has been in Nigeria since 2021 or 2022. So he's practically been living his life there. And Mr. Ben, who is based in Milton Keynes in the United Kingdom, often goes to visit Andrew. So he knows whereabouts of, Andrew's whereabouts in Lagos, Nigeria. So upon the news of this girl's breaking, Mr. Ben has come out to say he's Andrew's friend, that Andrew is sick, that Andrew is a psychopath, and along these stories, a decomposed body was found. It's not yet been identified yet. The two girls are still missing. Afiba and Celine are still missing. Two victims of Andrew are alive today, and I believe they've been helping in the investigation that Gwamishu has been doing so far. So if you look at the title of this live, I said Andrew Ochekwo. So I've just given you a short scenario of Andrew Ochekwo. Let's give that again. Andrew Ochekwo is someone who doesn't like women. He's a psychopath, and he's had his issues in the UK. He was jailed. Hello, Mercy. How are you, Mercy Foster? How are you? Thanks for coming in. He had his own issue. His friend, Mr. Ben, confirmed that he's a psychopath. He's got mental health illness. He's got issues. That's Andrew for you. So Celine and Afiba, they are beautiful ladies. Afiba is a married woman, and Celine, as we have been told, is in a serious relationship. So according to the news we've had so far, Andrew comes across as a very respectable guy, fluent with his British accent. He comes across as a rich guy with a business. So Andrew set up a meeting with Celine, I believe, and Celine begged Afiba to come with her. So that was how they ended up going to visit Andrew. So, like I said, harassing is a human rights activist who is investigating this case. Ben Samuell is a friend to Andrew who claims that he has known Andrew for a very long time. He knows his family, they are close together, and he's been coming out now to share all the narratives, everything that happened from when Andrew was picked up by the police. So, Mr. Ben let us know that this is not the first time Andrew has been involved with the Nigerian police. So there's been a lot of mixed feelings in regards to this case involving Ben Samuell, harassing Gwamishu, Andrew Ochekwo. So there's been a lot of mixed feelings. And I want to say to every one of us out here that, you know what, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to castigate. I'm not here to do that. We are all here to share our ideas. We are all allowed to share our opinions. And one thing I often say on my YouTube channel is that any information that is out there on the web, any information that has been put out there on the internet is now a total garbage. It's in a pot of waste, because everybody and anybody could dissect it in any way they chose. They could, react to it. They could describe it. They could interpret it in any way. So, any of you watching me, you are allowed your opinion. I am not going to bash you. And me right here, sitting here, I am allowed my opinion as well, and I wouldn't want anybody to bash me. So there's been a lot of comments on my page since I started on commentary on this incident. I just want to put it out there that, there's a lot going on in African country right now, and you can imagine today is Democracy Day in Nigeria. And with that being said, there's still a lot going on in Nigeria, even as a Nigerian abroad, that I'm not proud of to say, oh, Nigeria today. Like, obviously today is Democracy Day in Nigeria. Am I proud to be a Nigerian? I'm not proud to be in Nigeria, but I can't deny the fact that it's my home country. And I want us all to show love to one another, regardless of wherever you're watching me from, regardless of who you are. I'm going to be teary now. Regardless of who you are, regardless of where you're watching me from, regardless of if you are totally on the side of Mr. Ben saying that Andrew is the victim here, regardless of if you are behind the fact that the Celine and Afiba, they did not go for hookup, I am allowed my opinion. Good morning, Farus. Oh, morning, you're back here again. Thank you for joining me. I, Mom of 5, sitting here, I am of the opinion, and that opinion is not going to be changed, that these girls did not go for a hookup. Hi, Happy Crystal TV. Thanks for coming. Please like and share as a comment. I really appreciate you all. So, I, Glory Chum, I am of the opinion that these girls did not go on a hookup. So, please let us flow with love. Let us flow with love. And like I'm saying there, that regardless of where we all are watching it from, regardless of combination of people who have been watching me, let us show love to one another, because there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot worse going on around the world right now. And at times I just wish I've got something like a magic wand and swing it around and make everything perfect, but I don't have such. I don't have such. Hence why I'm using my platforms. We're just rubbing minds. We're just sharing opinions. And I believe that we should all be allowed our opinions. So I'm going to play this video, the last video that Harrison dropped last night, and every other thing that followed. And I'll be jumping in between. So I've heard a couple of people. I want to believe that is a something criticism, my English. So they were like, when I'm playing the videos, I should stop talking. But if I'm not talking in and out of it, there's gonna be loads more YouTube channels that's gonna be having these videos in their videos. So I wouldn't want a situation whereby I'm being copyrighted for using something that doesn't belong to me. Hence why I'm breaking in and out talking while I'm playing these videos. Abby said, it's fight against time. How do we recover the ladies when the prime suspect has been eliminated? That's a question that remains in everybody's mouth, and we're going to be touching on that. But I'm going to play the last video that Harrison dropped. I did a fourth update about the video he dropped yesterday. So he dropped another one just after we finished the live yesterday, and I'm going to play it now to you guys. So I want us to listen.
Alright, so this is the last video for Celine Afiba, Andrew, for tonight.
So this is Harrison speaking. I hope you guys recognize his voice now. So this is the last update he gave based on his own investigation and findings.
Alright, at this point, after we discovered the whole lot, we saw that they were not, they were not free with information they were giving to us, and all the while we were driving around the whole Benue, my colleagues can testify that I told them that when I need to shine an eye because I was observing in my spirit that things will go south, So I had to make sure I follow these guys, with the plug, with wisdom, so that we wouldn't hear that some person shot us on the way while we were leaving Benue State. Alright, so after...
I hope you guys understood his fears there. So I wish I could share this video so you guys could see they were traveling day and night, and Harrison himself was scared of the Nigerian police because he had them with him so they could go recover the body. So even at that, he was not losing his guard. He was not losing his guard, and he was saying so to his other guys who were working with him that, guys, be very, very vigilant. You can imagine being a Nigerian. You are working alongside the police that you believe should be able to protect you, and you don't trust such policemen. How crazy could that be?
All this fact we gathered, we needed to follow the money because we understand that the body language, proves that something was wrong. Because at a point they were telling me what to do and what not to do. Like the videos I was making, I got a call while they were telling me to, try to filter my...
So these are police officers. The bosses at the top are the ones saying to Harrison to stop filming. Obviously, you need to take photos as proof of evidences you found along your way. So that was him saying there that he was being told what you can do, what you cannot do. You can't take a picture of this. You can't take a video of this. He's investigating a case that he's been told to get involved in. So he needs to gather evidences in order to tender his own narrative or narration of what is found so far. That's police bosses, Nigerian police bosses, telling him to filter the information he's taking from places he's going into. I hope you guys are understanding where this guy is coming from.
Videos and the rest of them. And he also told me that the first headquarters were not happy that I was on that journey with them. So I had to befriend them, to get more information of what is really going on. Is some of Andrew's friend.
So there's a picture here that Harrison has showed as Andrew's friend. So I'm going to turn my laptop now so you can see from the video. That's Andrew's friend that Harrison is referring to in the video and you guys are listening to. Okay?
Videos, he made mention of, police collecting 3 million naira from Andrew to aid his escape. All right. So I had to grab that. All right. So I remember on that freeze live program, I told him that I needed his phone number. His phone number was for me to, get more details from what he was saying. If you followed me for years, you know that I don't joke with police extortion. When it comes to police collecting money from citizens for, and refuse to do their job, I don't joke with that. So I made sure I followed up this allegation to the last. So at the freeze live program, I told Ben, Andrew's friend, that I'm going to send a deed.
Guys, I'm not ignoring your comments. I just want us all to watch this video, and then we'll go back to the comments, and then we can all rub minds. Okay, please like this video and share as a comment. I can see all of you, and I'm saying a huge welcome to you all. So let's finish watching this video, and then I will go to your comments. Is that a deal? Let me know if you guys are happy with that.
To get his phone number, which I did. All right, this is it, and he gave me his.
So I'm just going to show you the image of the picture of Andrew's of Ben's number that Harrison tried to get. So I hope you guys can see it on my laptop there. The ring light is reflecting on that light, but that's the picture of Andrew's of Ben, Andrew's friend phone number that Harrison requested so they could chat, because they were both rubbing minds as to what's been going on.
His phone number, and we chatted on WhatsApp. So I tried to befriend him too, to enable me get what I needed. So I asked him, do you have evidence of these officers' receipt of payments sent from Andrew to these officers? So he refused to give me that transaction. So I had to use my number 6, because for the past 7 years we've recovered millions from local police officers who extort Nigerians. So we have to employ our tech analysis.
Nigerian police are known for extortion, bribery, and corruption and extortion.
To see how we can get where this money went to. And this is the money. We presented some facts to the officers after our investigation, and they
proof of the money
to us that they actually collected money from Andrew in you. Alright? And although I don't know how much they collected, but this is what they said they collected that night. So what they did was to Andrew called somebody who transferred the fund 1.5 million to an account the officers gave to Andrew. Alright? I gave them this fact that this is what I know, and they did not deny it. I told them to go and bring that money as an exhibit to show you that something happened, because they may just try to deny it and without anything. So they went and withdrew this money. I was living in Abuja, but they sent this money.
So Harrison has a picture of him being in Abuja with the Nigerian police.
To somebody, POS or the police officer, I don't know who they sent to, somewhere in Umuahia. And this money was brought in yesterday.
So a total of 1.5 million naira was recovered.
So this is the money they took from Andrew, from Uyo, 1.5 million. But what they brought to us is 1,470,000 naira. That's what they brought to us yesterday. So they are balance 30,000 naira. This money, we are tied to the IG. This money will be handed over to the investigative team of the IGP.
So the money Harrison recovered, if you remember from the petition he wrote, which I have on my YouTube channel, if you look at the section he tagged in, he marked with the red pen, that is to say the money he recovered. Okay.
This one is given to me by the officers, Madam and team. They said I should use to buy a recharge card. This is it here. So we also tender it for us exhibit. This money you've just watched belongs to Andrew. This money was paid to an account the officers gave to Andrew in Uyo. So these officers took Andrew, extradited Andrew from Abia State and took him straight to Uyo. When they got to Uyo, they checked into a hotel in Uyo where they lodged. Andrew and the officers lodged in the hotel in Uyo. But in their report to the police, they told police that the police in Abuja that they got to Uyo in the police station. When they got there, it was late. They slept in the bus. That is false. They slept in the hotel where Andrew transferred the sum of 1,500,000 to these officers and not 3 million. So I don't know if there are more money they pay to them, but for them to have received 1,500,000 through an account the officers give to Andrew, we're able to trace all this information and which I presented to these officers. All right. So Andrew's friend Ben, knew about because Ben told him, Andrew told him that he paid these officers money. All right. So for Andrew to be telling Ben all these things that he has been telling from the one, the victims' videos he has been sending to Andrew. Remember, the victim said on that the first show that there's a blogger that Andrew is using as form of a threat to threaten these victims that if they made mention of what transpired, that when he raped, when he forcefully slept with these women, that the blogger will post the videos because Andrew have record videos of all the victims he has had encounter with, and this blogger has all those videos on his phone. Some of those videos he has shared it, some of them, a whole lot. All right. So this is the money. We have recovered the money, and the money is intact cash, and which in our petition to the first public petition, officer through the public complaint bureau. This is it. We will make sure that the money was recovered, and we intend to hand it over as exhibits to the investigative team. All right. So this is just it.
So as you guys heard there, that was a live video update that harassing gave yesterday. So now I'm going to read your comments and then we can all rub minds. So good morning and hello to every one of you who have joined me. I really appreciate it. Please like and share this video as you come in. So Mercy Foster said, Abby Crystal said, it's a fight against time. How do we recover the ladies when the prime suspect has been eliminated? So I was watching Mr. Ben yesterday, and I've watched a few of his videos, and it seems to be like going back and forth with the girls. At some point in some of his videos, it's like all those police officers, they may be able to tell us where to go pick the girls. It's making it sound, at times in some of his videos, it's making it sound as if he knows for sure that those girls are no more. And then I've watched a couple of his other videos. Please guys, I'm not accusing him right now in this live. I'm not accusing him, and if you watch from the beginning, I want you to understand what is going on here. We're just going to be rubbing minds, sharing opinions. So I've watched another of his videos where the way he is speaking is as if those girls are definitely alive. So in some of his videos, he's coming across letting us like with a feeling that those police might be able to tell you where to go pick up the bodies of those girls, and in some other videos is saying it as if those girls are still alive. Let's hurry up and go do this because he has evidence. So I'm believing that if he has any evidence at all in any way that would let us know where those girls are, I think is delaying not sharing that information now. I understand he's pained that Andrew has been taken away because Andrew will have been the person to be able to tell the story himself. I definitely understand he's pained, but if it's coming across as if, guys, please go try and watch some of his videos, and they are very, very lengthy, but I've taken my time to watch them, and I've been on them on live when it was live, like physically live, talking about it. So like I said, a few times it's made it seem as if those girls are like dead, no more, and some of his other videos is making it feel as if those girls are alive somewhere. So Abby Crystal, I hope you understand that aspect of my explanation. So Mercy Foster said, my dear, I can feel your pain as you speak. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Shemola Riwadi said, good morning, ma. Andrew is originally a Jamaican, but adopted by Nigerian parents. Nigerian descendants are not known for this kind of bipolar or psychosis. I'm sure I heard I think it was from Mr. Ben's show that I heard that Andrew was adopted. So Abby Crystal TV said, the government are not proactive. I hope this case doesn't go cold. You know what? Obviously, Harrison has already submitted a petition. I wouldn't want Harrison to hands off this case yet, because if it does, I can guarantee you this case will go cold. It might go cold. It will go cold in Nigeria. But Ben is going to keep pushing the fire from here and mainly put the heat on the Nigerian police. And as it is now, both Harrison and Ben, they're falling out. I'm sure you guys know that already. They're falling out because everything Harrison is saying, Ben is coming, is actually blasting Harrison now. I don't know what has transpired between both of them, but hopefully from the video you guys watched that I've just played with you, you might be able to source out one or two things in there, but let me know what to source out, alright? Asenso family said, Ghana and Nigeria had no security at all. We need to protect ourselves, both Ghanaians but how do we do that? Maybe if we have 1,000 of someone like Harrison, maybe if you have 1,000 of another band in Nigeria, obviously with this information, maybe that would be like a motion, like a movement that could be possible. Simple Show TV said, I disagree with Harrison about the amount of money Andrew transferred to police accounts. Mr. Ben said 3 million naira with backup, which Harrison said 1.5 million, and Mr. Ben wasn't sure. So from that video, you heard Harrison said he accused the Mad Dog team that you collected money from Andrew because there's his account, and the police officers, the Mad Dog team, agreed. You all heard Harrison there that they confessed that yes, that it was 1.5 million naira. So before Harrison got this money, he said he already asked Mr. Ben that, do you have a proof or evidence of the money that was transferred to that account? And you heard him there saying that Mr. Ben refused to give him that proof. So Harrison has just gone ahead with what he was told. It's not going to force the information out of the police. It's not going to force out the figure that he himself was not there when the money was transferred. Apparently, Ben was the one Andrew was sending all this proof to. So to the best of my knowledge, Harrison will never, ever hold Andrew's money. So like I said, like you all heard there, Harrison said it was 1.5 million naira the Mad Dog team said they transferred to that account, and they were able to get the 1.5 million naira, and it was not a total of 1.5 million naira that the police gave him. They gave him 1.470 million naira, so which means that they are short 30,000 naira. And apart from that money, he said the Mad Dog team gave him some extra cash so that Harrison could use it to buy a recharge card. To me, they are trying to bribe Harrison, and he did not fall for it. The police team were trying to bribe Harrison, and he did not fall for it. So, Simple Show TV, I hope that explanation answered your question. Peace said, Ben also played important role in this case because without this information, Harrison could not have come this far. So you cannot minus him. I think we are not minusing him at all, and I believe he still has more information, but I think he's withholding those information, and I think right now, whatever information he has, he should make it public. So the police will know that this time around, they are in a deep shit that they cannot get away from. And like I said, the information, every time I've watched a few of his videos, is coming across as if these guys are alive, and then when you watch him again, it's coming across as if it's coming across with information the way he's talking as if these girls are no more. So, and to be honest, I watch his live and it says that it's got proof, it's got more information, but I really love for him to say, because it's race against time finding these girls. If there's any possibility that they could be alive, whatever information he's got, he should share it. Let If it means that the girls could be found either dead or alive, he should share it. Because whatever information is holding now is not going to bring Andrew back. So it's race against time for finding the two ladies. Hi Enieta, how are you? Mr. Niyekpega, thanks for coming. Befriend Ninja Police. If you befriend Ninja Police, you are digging your own grave. Befriend Ninja Police at your own peril. What is the issue of harassing collecting 1.5 million naira from police on behalf of whom? So the 1.5 million naira from Ben's video, Ben said one of the Mad Dog team, the Mad Dog police team, gave Andrew an account number to transfer money into. So Mr. Ben said, according to the evidence Andrew sent to him, that it was 3 million naira. But Harrison said when he questioned the Mad Dog team about that allegation, they agreed that it was 1.5 million naira that Andrew transferred to the account they gave him. So Harrison said that obviously, no, Harrison was carrying out his own investigation. He was moving with these police officers. So he asked them, and he said they confessed that it was 1.5 million naira. So that was why Harrison collected that money. So like you heard in that video, it said the 1.5 million naira is going to be handed to the IGP, their boss, and it's going to go in as evidence. So Harrison is not keeping Andrew's money. And you all heard from that video, he said all this money belongs to Andrew and it's going to be sent to the Oga of the police as evidence and apparently evidence. So I hope that answered your question, Mr. Nee. Simple Show said, now Ben is holding some secrets to share with Harrison because Ben has already suspecting Harrison. So that was why I asked, if you look at the title of this, that was why I asked at the last section there that what went wrong? What went wrong between Harrison and Ben? Because at some point, I want to believe that Harrison had a feeling that Ben is a part of whatever Andrew was doing in Nigeria. And Ben is coming out to say that Harrison should tell the public why he went to jail 5 years ago. And from this video, Harrison mentioned that he asked for some evidences or proof of some evidences from Ben, and Ben was not willing to share with him. So I would really love to know what transpired between both of them. So both of them, at some point, Harrison was suspecting Ben. And as it is now, Ben is putting Harrison full blasts out there that Harrison was trying to go along with the story of organ harvesting that the police and some people, apparently the Rachel, were saying that Andrew was doing. And being Andrew's friend, he said he does not know Andrew to be involved in shitty things like that. That if you tell him that Andrew beats women, if you tell him that Andrew do rape, that he will come here and say that yes, Andrew does that. But organ harvesting, no, that Andrew does not do that. So I really love, I was thinking, I have my notes because I already went onto Harrison's page and I dropped comment there that Mr. Man, this is what this guy is saying. Come. So I would really love to know what transpired between both of them to the extent that both of them are now suspecting and trading, words and shade at each other. So I hope that answered your question there, Mr. Johnson. I don't know if you're a male or female, but Johnson, I hope that answers your question. And yet says security in Ghana is not 100%, but it's okay. You know what? I've only lived in Nigeria, being an African country, so I can tell you that security in Nigeria is non-existent. It's 0%. Peace, Ochekwo, hi there. Speaking without sentiments, people should stop accusing Mr. Ben. There is no way Ben will have reported to the same police that was enabling Andrew. You are right. Peace. You are right. But like I said yesterday, that let's remove the fact that Andrew was innocent until proven guilty. Let's admit that is the natural, appropriate channel to go. So if we now shelve that to the side, but like, okay, laws, policies, this is what you do, is innocent until proven guilty. You had those information. Because I'm just thinking in myself, he's not in Nigeria. So with those information, there was no way he would have implicated himself if he decided to turn those information over to the police in the UK. Which was why I said that if he did that, maybe not approach the Nigerian police, because he did say he tried at some point, but they asked him to pay 200,000 naira. So, and like I said, I believe Ben is an affluent person as well. I believe Ben knows somebody in Nigeria, because he said when Andrew was having those issues, it was like he was saying to Andrew that Andrew, cooperate with them? Do you want me to call somebody who could speak to them to take it easy on you? So that's why I'm people out here. I know that people emotions is high, so many things is high out there, but let's be honest with one another. Things that people shading PM Ben just now, let me tell you, is emotions going on right now. The fact that there's no information, whatever information he's sharing so far is not bringing forth the girls. So, and like I said, Andrew is no more. So whatever information he has, if he thinks this information will bring the girls alive back, or let us know at least where their body is so their family could get closure, let him share it. So for me, I'm not bashing him, but like I said, emotions going on. There's lots of opinions everywhere. There's lots of narratives everywhere. There are victims, there are survivors. Joy Alive said, it's been more than a month. I fear we would get them alive. So all we want is justice and closure. I agree with you. And transparency from the Nigerian police as well. Namaste. Hi, namaste. Celestine. Hello, Mr. Celestine. How are you? This case is insane. The Nigerian police has been indicted largely in this entire... yes, absolutely, 100%. I just hope Ben does not have some evidence that would indict himself. Well, I'm not a judge. I'm not an investigator, so I wouldn't know. But let's hope not. If you listen to the recording that Harrison said that Ben has videos of loads of videos. I'm sure you all heard from that video. If you've not watched this video, go watch from the beginning. Harrison said in his videos that Andrew was saying to the girls that I have a blogger friend, and we all know that blogger friend is Ben, and that all the video, according to Harrison, Ben has all the videos of Andrew's victims. Anytime he APE, anytime he does anything nasty to the girls, that he was sending those videos to the blogger friend, and he would threaten the girls that, come, if you think you want to go report this my blogger friend will expose you, will share it. And according to what Harrison said, that Ben has shared a couple of those videos, or a few of those videos. And this is not me making this up. This was a video I played with you guys where we started this show. So, Enieta said, the Ghana police service is not perfect, but trust me, they work. And if something like this happens in Ghana, a lot of people will go to jail or discharged from the service. In this case, where all of the team that are involved from when Andrew stepped into Nigeria, all the police that have been involved in this case, all of them should be packed up, investigated, they should lose their pension and thrown in jail. Peace Ikechukwu said, the only place I fault Ben is that he should have just called Interpol to pick up Andrew in the UK when he was... I actually agree with that narrative as well. That way, he could have saved his life, Marianne said, I think Ben still has more to tell Nigerians with the way it sounded yesterday. I believe so, yeah. In fact, he said that, according to Harrison here, the police lied that when they were in Uyo, that it was dark, that Andrew slept in his car and they slept in the bus. You all heard there from Harrison that was a big lie. And Mr. Ben confirmed it, that one of the team called him, and he was like, he has a proof, he has a picture of you and Andrew in an hotel room. And then when Mr. Ben said that to the police officer, he started stammering, and he was like, okay, but he was not the one paying. It doesn't matter, you guys already lied that you slept in the bus in Uyo, but Andrew already sent a proof to Ben that you guys were sleeping in an hotel room in Uyo. So a few of the things that Harrison found and a few of the things that Ben has mentioned so far seems to work hand in hand, but there are a few other things like a dispute of 1.5 million. Harrison found 1.5 million. Ben said it's 3 million, stuff like that. And I don't think at any time that Harrison was pushing the narrative of the Nigerian police that Andrew was involved in a ORGA harvesting. I don't think he was running with that narrative, but he did say that the police were heavily involved in this. It looks as if those girls are still alive. Let the two men keep their differences and do the needful to rescue them. Exactly. I would really love if they could, put their differences aside. Once they solve the case, once they put all the criminals in jail, then they cannot go their separate ways and never talk to each other again. But then, 2 lives are at stake right now that we don't know what's happened to them. Zoe said, hi Zoe, of course it was a part. Ben is a part because was he waiting for his friend to die before he speak out? Ben is just shaking because after talking and making all the noise, he will still it will still be questioned. Well, I don't want us to pass any blames at the moment or so far, because like I said, we are just dissecting information that has been shared to us all. Guys, please like this video. 128 of you are watching me and only 22 of you has liked it. Please give me a thumbs up, please. Only if you don't like me will do not thumbs up this video. Like 128 of you are watching me and only 22 has given me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. Enieta said if he can beat a woman and hold them hostage, he can also do harvesting. It bothers me that after all that has happened, he is still defending Andrew. You know what? He said he knows Andrew really well, and like you also said there that if you tell him that, oh, Andrew beats women, Andrew rape women, Andrew do this, that, he will tell you certainly that yes, 100% he does. But ORGA harvesting, that no. And hence why, if you've been watching me from the beginning, I said that just maybe Ben doesn't know all that much about Andrew after all. Pointer's Cuisine. Hi, Pointer's Cuisine. The truth is that Harrison doesn't trust Ben. Both of them do not trust each other. They don't. Harrison does not trust Ben. Ben doesn't trust Andrew. I mean, if Ben trusts Harrison, why would Ben be coming out and say that Harrison should come and tell the world why he went to jail 5 years ago? And why Harrison went to jail 5 years ago is openly on social media. It's there. It's not saying maybe he was hiding it. No. And that was how Harrison came to doing what he does now. You know, that was how Harrison came to doing what he does now, saving people, you know, getting them legal representation and stuff. So I don't think Ben was right to have included that in what's going on currently, because it's not about Ben, it's not about Harrison, it's about the missing people and obviously trying to get justice for Andrew if at any point all of these things points out that he was the one, you know. Simple Show TV said, I listened to Mr. Ben today and all he was saying is against Harrison. Exactly. And I felt like he doesn't need that. He shouldn't. I don't think he should be doing that, honestly. I don't think he should be doing that, because at the end of the day, Harrison did not just got himself involved in this case. It was the girl's family that asked Harrison to get involved. So him putting Harrison on a blast, I don't think he should be doing that, honestly. Margaret Michael said, Mom of 5, I strongly believe the reason why Ben is saying all these things is because his friend is no more. And you know what, I agree. And I said in this beginning that I understand that he lost a friend. I understand that he's trying on the ground that Andrew still remain innocent until proven guilty, even after his demise. I understand that he's lost a friend. I understand that absolutely. I clearly understand that. But as it is now, Andrew is no more. Nothing will say we bring Andrew back. But if he has anything at all that could point in the direction of where these girls are, either dead or alive, he should freely do that. He should do it. So it's not a matter of trading wars with Harrison. That's not it. I mean, Ben called Adetong cloud chaser. How did Tone become a cloud chaser? It was via Adetong that I got onto this show, that I got onto this story, that I started following it. Because I know when it comes to women, children, Adetong is very, she's very, on track with stuff like that. I've got Harrison's page open here, so there are a few other things that he wrote as well. That about part 6, which I'm going to be reading to you guys. So, gospel music, gospel music, ha ha ha. Blessed are the people that do critical thinking. The options of Ben involving in this crime is gradually fading away. Well, I just hope that at the end of the day, we are able to fully understand what transpired between the Nigerian police to where we are right now. Margaret said, why did he come out since before now? That has been a question on everybody's lips. And his response was that he feared for his safety. Do you want Andrew to buy him? Yes, it's my friend, but do you want me to give all of this? Do you want me to say all of these things? And if I come to Nigeria, you want Andrew to buy me? But then, if you look at it, if at the end of the day he shared this information, and I will, Nigerian police, because according to Mr. Ben, Andrew had Nigerian police wrap around his fingers. They would do anything for him. Enieta said, I don't watch Ben anymore. He is annoying to me. It could be quite annoying. Like I said, for me, I watch him. I don't drop nasty comments on his. I don't drop nasty comments on his live because I'm happy that I want to respect him. It's his show, just like you guys are respecting me on my show. But I often ask, it tells me if you guys don't have any questions, put it in the comment section. So I ask him questions, but he's never replied any of those questions. And these questions, I've not asked him rudely. I have not disrespected him in any way while I was asking the question. So you would imagine that he gave us the chance to ask questions, but he's not answering them. Ghost Zoe said, Ben said it many times that he has many pictures and videos. It was when the public started bashing him about why he kept quiet. That was when he started denying that he only has few videos. Well, according to Harrison said he has loads. So I'm sure Harrison must have seen something. For Harrison, you guys heard from that video that I played to you. Harrison said he had loads, and that Ben has shared some of those videos. Who did Ben share those videos with? Who are the other people who has those videos? Why do they have those videos? What is their intention behind keeping such videos? These are questions that I'm asking, like, okay, because one of the girls said Andrew threatened them that if you don't do what I asked you to do, all these videos I'm sending it to my friend who is the blogger, and he's going to share it if you think you want to go out there and say IAPE you. Andrew threatened those girls, even though he had their videos and stuff. We all saw a picture of where Afiba and Celine were on the bed. Why would he film something like that and send it to Ben? Or are we not seeing the picture of this? So according to Harrison, he said there were loads of videos. So we don't know how many girls has been in contact with Andrew since he's been in Nigeria. We don't know how many of them. The ones we know are the ones that came forward. We don't know if there are many more. Oladeru, I'll call you, I believe your first name is Fumilayo. Hi Fumilayo. With what happened in the UK that made him to be jailed, he was now using it to deal with girls here in Nigeria. Wicked too. Well, we all heard Ben said that Andrew doesn't like women, and I'm so disappointed in Mr. Ben that I said on that his Freeze Live show that Ben should, maybe if Andrew was married, how would you want to encourage a woman to marry such man knowing what he's capable of? I wouldn't even suggest a woman to him. You know how he deals with women. And you're like, oh, maybe if he gets married, the woman might be able to tame him. Tame him? Hey. Mami Sai said, the matter will close on Ben. That is why he is trying to divert attention to Harrison. See, for the fact that that's what he's doing now, I'm starting to feel that way as well. Because like I said, this is not about Harrison. It's not as if Harrison stepped into it himself. No, it is not about Harrison. Both of you were working towards a goal to find the girls. So why is it now going on Harrison? Why is it now shading, blasting Harrison? Why? It's okay for if you don't trust Harrison anymore, but do your own findings, just as Harrison has done his own findings. Mr. Emmanuel said, Ben is clearly an accomplice. That is the word on everybody's lips now. Guys, please like this video. Like it, please. I really appreciate it. Aneta said, so he knows Andrew can buy. If a person can buy, that same person can be in. Aneta, you and this harvesting thing. Well, and Ben still keeps saying that he doesn't know Andrew to do shit like that. So we'll take his word for it. And Pointer's Cuisine said, why will that police forcing the guy with injury to accept that what he does? No, we tread. See, that's Nigerian police tactics for you. They know they are guilty. They know they are. You can no. Listen, those guys when they were speaking, they did not mince their words. They were clear with the explanation of what transpired. But then they thought that if they threaten the people, the alleged suspects, that they'll be able to get in them to confess to what they did not do. This mad dog ILT FIB team know what they've done. They know what they've done. They know what they're involved in. I mean, obviously, with the way police are running about now, Ben is on the narrative that the body they found in the first place, that the police dropped the body, but I don't believe so. Because if you look at the curtain, when Harrison went to pick up that body, the body composition has already made effect, which means that some section of the curtain was starting to fade away. I hope you guys saw that video. So he it can't be that they just went somewhere to go and bring the body and drop it there. To me, when I saw the condition of that curtain, that body would have been wrapped in that curtain from the very beginning. It's like a stain on the curtain, like when body fluid has already soaked into the curtain. So some areas of the curtain had as if they've bleached a part of it. So there was no way they could have just wrapped the body in that curtain. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So I don't believe the narrative that the police dropped the body. I don't believe the narrative. Could the police be possibly involved in the disappearance of the girls? Maybe, just maybe, they did Andrew's dirty job for him. Maybe these girls it's clear that these girls went to meet Andrew. And there was a video of when that Ben shared that, in that video where Andrew screamed, maybe that was when he did something bad to the girls. Could it be that when Andrew realized that he's done something to the girls, because he had some of the police wrapped around his fingers, did some of them did the dirty job of dropping the bodies for him? That could be a possibility. Hence why this team were all over him, collecting money from him. I'm just reading your comments now, guys. Simple Show TV said, I suspected Mr. Ben when he said that the body harassing and police found at Aba was fake. Does he know whereabouts of the two ladies? That's why I said that it's coming across as if he knows where those two girls are, either dead or alive. And that's what I'm saying. Race against time. It's high time. If he has anything that will give clear indication of where those girls are, he should provide it. Johnson Ese said, don't blame Ben, blame your good, fantastic, excellent Nigerian police. Like Mr. Ese or Mrs. Ese, nobody is giving kudos to Nigerian police here. I hope you get that into your thick skull, okay? Respect yourself. Does the police look like my family? Or since I've been on this show, have I condoned or have I praised the Nigerian police for their actions so far? Hell no. Marianne said, a friend you know today may change tomorrow. Absolutely, I agree with you. That's what Ben doesn't know. With the level of crime Andrew committed, will he still be called a friend? Well, he still remains Mr. Ben's friend. Pointers Cruising said, that 4 phones saw marked. It belonged to 4 of his victims. So, apparently, in the video that Harrison shared, I think it was only 2 phones I found in that video. Maybe I need to go and watch it back. But apparently they belong to the girl. So the other iPhone belonged to the girl that came from Lagos. That would be Rachel. So I don't know if it was 4 phones. But one was stolen by one of the police officers. We discussed that yesterday. One of the police officers that arrested Andrew stole. You can imagine stealing evidence at a crime scene. Nigerian police, their own is finished. It's only Nigerian police that will steal evidence from a crime scene. So any other phones that they found could possibly belong to other victims that we don't know of. But so far, the phones that were first checked, so Harrison said he checked with Celine's family to find out if the phone belonged to Celine. They said no, that was not it. So they checked with Afiba's family as well. So it doesn't belong to any of the 2 girls. So yeah. Mr. Emmanuel said the last person to see those girls alive was Andrew. He made a video of those girls, of those naked girls on his bed and sent to Ben. This makes Ben an accessory to the fact. Ben, don't go and say that to Ben. He will yab you and send it to your generation. He is not believing that he's an accessory. He doesn't believe that him having videos or anything connects him to what Andrew has done. He doesn't believe, he doesn't accept, he doesn't agree that whatever Andrew has done and sending videos to him, it doesn't put him in any of Andrew's shitty attitude. He doesn't believe so. June said at the beginning when the girl was telling Ben, you are the blogger Andrew was sharing my video, Ben was denying the fact. So his excuse with that was his excuse to that was that when he first saw the video of that girl that Andrew sent to him, that Rachel was beautifully made up, she had nice makeup on, she had good hair on, that it took him a while to recognize the Rachel he saw in a video who was heavily made up to the Rachel obviously who is traumatized, who is still recovering from being a victim, that it took him a while to actually identify that was the same girl in the video. So that was the excuse he gave, or that was the reason he gave as to why he was trying to figure out if that was the same girl or not. Enieta said Harrison has a hard job. Now he has to advocate for the vigilante. Exactly, because like I said, if we are not careful, those Nigerian police will buy those vigilantes. Yeah, they will buy them if we are not careful. So we need Harrison needs to protect those guys. He needs to protect those guys. Guys to be free. I have so much respect for him. I think we should not stand by for Ben to bully Harrison. You know, Ben is not getting it easy as well. If you go onto his Facebook page, which I have here, all of his videos, people are on him. You know, Nigerian people are on him. Like anything he drops, they are countering him back to back. Like nobody even want to listen to what he has to say anymore. But I still believe that we should continue to give him ears. He might just have the information that will tell us where these girls are. Or if, like I said earlier on, if peradventure the police that Andrew had wrapped around his fingers, maybe some of them did his dirty job for him by disposing of those bodies. So, yeah. And I'm just reading comments here. Pointers, cuisine, Augusta, Jimmy said, Enieta said, I like it fiercely. Augusta said, Mr. Ben should be summoned and questioned. He knows a lot. To be honest, if you're asking Nigerian police to summon him, I won't advise him to go and meet Nigerian police. He can as well be questioned while he's in the UK here by the Nigerian Commission or whatever. But going to Nigeria, no, because if he goes, you all know. As a Nigerian, you know. And Pointer's cousin said, remember Harrison got information about two couples, and when they went, he discovers only one body. What happened? So we don't know yet if they found any other body. So far, even the one they found, they've not even ascertained who it belongs to. We don't know if it's for one of the girls or not. Eric said, Nigeria is a very dangerous country. I'm telling you, me that I traveled to Nigeria 2 years ago, I couldn't tell anybody I was coming to Nigeria. It's not saying maybe I don't trust anybody, but I've been away from that country for a very long time. And when I was coming, I did not tell anybody. And then when I arrived, the taxi I took, halfway to going to where I was going, there was robbery in the middle of an express at 12 o'clock in the morning. You can imagine how crazy that country is. And then some people they will say, stop, you Nigerians should stop painting Nigeria, but we are not painting Nigeria, but we are just saying it as it is. We are not painting Nigeria, but Nigeria already sprayed itself with everything that has been happening or that has been said about it. Simple Show TV said, yes, 100% sure that police will do dirty job for Andrew because Andrew was a multimillionaire in dollars and euros. Yep. Pointer's cousin said, Harrison said 2 phones and Mr. Ben said 4. It's just complicated. Exactly. That was why I said in that video when Harrison was showing where they found the phones at the top of the AC, it was 2 phones. A blue one and I think a black one. It was a black one I believe was stolen, which they've now recovered. And I believe the blue one was for the girl who came from Lagos, Rachel, the one that escaped Andrew. So yes, there's complicating information everywhere. Namaste said, you just said someone on this chat has a tick score. Please, can you apologize? And that person was rude to me. Even though when I started this, Namaste, I'm sorry, but I won't be apologizing to that person. When I started this show, I did say that, let us keep each other respected. Let us keep each other, let's keep in love. You allowed your opinion. I'm allowed my opinion. But this person was rude to me. You can scroll back and read what the guy said or what the person said to me. If it offends you, I'm apologizing to you, Namaste, that it was offensive to you. But I'm not apologizing to this person because the person was nasty and rude to me. Gift case said Ben is only being careful. That is why he is withholding some information. That is if at all he is withholding any information. I get you there, Gift. Olufunsho said Harrison needs to be more cautious and intelligent about all this. While Ben is a very interesting, suspicious individual, the hand of law will still catch up with him. We are all going to watch this show together. Because both of them, like I said, I don't understand. I don't feel there's any need for Ben to be blasting Harrison. They both have one motive, and the motive is getting to the bottom of this case. Why would Harrison be shielding the Nigerian police? I don't believe him to be shielding the Nigerian police. Simple Show TV said the 2 girls are not alive when seen on the bed because they look like they drank some substance. See, if looking back when I saw that video, one of them was lying down with her hand that way. So if that one was if she was no longer alive, that hand would have dropped, either dropped forward or dropped backwards, but that hand was still like that while she was lying on her side. I believe that was Celine. I believe that was the image, or it was Afiba that was lying on her back. And I believe Celine was the one lying on her side with her hands like that. So if she was I'm only saying this based on what I could, see from that video. So if she was lying on her side with her hand like that. So if she was no longer alive, that hand could have either dropped further or dropped backwards. But that hand was still standing, It's just my observation. Kama Israel said Ben is sick as Andrew as well. Well, guys, don't let us name call them now, because like I said, we need to keep it respectful, civil and calm. And like I said, it does the opinion Kama is fine, but let's keep our show neat. Okay. Charlene said Ben wants to take all the credit for everything. It's fine, nobody's dragging it with him. Let him take it, He said that one day he will be the hero and we will recommend him for an award. That day will come. Like, it's so important, and without Harrison, we would not have so many viewers. Ben is jealous of Harrison and emotionally attached to Andrew. Like I said, is grieving his friend, because like I said, that was his friend they've known for a very long time. And I believe that him blasting or calling out Harrison now is not the way to go, because at the beginning they came together for a purpose. And now I would want him to put whatever he thinks about Harrison, and I would want Harrison to put whatever he thinks of Ben aside and let them keep working. They don't have to work together. They can, work separately till we find these girls. Guys, please like this video. 177 of you are watching and only 45 of you have liked this video. Please like it so this video could be recommended. Thank you. Peace said the police knows where the girls are, period. I want to believe so, because I was in the shower this morning and I was thinking, like, what if the police did the dirty job for Andrew? What if maybe Andrew hurt the girls, and obviously because he had the police wrapped around his fingers, he asked them to do his dirty job for him. This is going to be a long thing, but I just hope that the fire doesn't stop. Those who are investigating this case, I knew Harrison to be the one who was investigating this case, so I'm going to be getting updated via Harrison's posts. And if I see anything on Ben's page as well, I'll definitely be back here and we can all look into it. And Mercy said, as for me, birds of the same feathers flock together. Ben, okay. Somebody said we should not be using that proverb. Somebody dropped it on my comment section and I had to delete it because the comment was really, really rude. Zoe said, please my sister, Ben only know to the extent of what is sent to him by his friend. He is not on ground, so what was sent to him is what he knows Andrew could choose what is sent to him. So according to, I understand this, but according to Harrison said there's loads of videos. Some of them have been deleted and some of them are still on the phone. So I want to believe that the police has Andrew's phone and laptop and phones. So I believe Andrew has multiple phones, because I think Mr. Ben said Andrew has two phones. That he has one phone that he used for trading Bitcoin, and he probably has another phone. So yeah. Enieta said, my younger sister is married to a Yoruba guy. My sister goes to Nigeria. Oh, alright, okay, so that's lovely. Judy said, so you guys should mind the way you talk. Right, Judy, how are we talking here? Could you let us know how we are talking here, please? Thank you. Pointer's cousin said, Mr. Ben is doing well but aggressive. You know what, he started well, but now I guess what people are saying to him is hurting him in a way, because like I said, he believes, and I also believe, that Andrew is guilty. Andrew is innocent until proven guilty, and he felt that obviously living in a civilized world where you get justice if anything happens, regardless of, it will surprise you that people who buy people here, they don't buy them as compared to US. In US, if you buy somebody, they'll buy you. But here in the UK, if you buy 30,000 people, they won't buy you, they will still throw you in jail. The thing is that you'll not come out, you spend the rest of your life there. And I believe and I understand where it's coming from, that he lost a friend. He still believes in in the rule of law for here that someone is proven innocent until proven guilty. So hence why, and I think, like I said, it started well, was answering people's questions, it was explaining things, but now when people ask him questions, it's very, very defensive, very, very aggressive, it's causing their generation, he's saying that, oh yes, they've conditioned you, your government has conditioned you. And I think Ben is forgetting that he's a Nigerian, regardless of what post he holds in the UK, regardless of what he is doing now, he needs to understand that he's a Nigerian. Yes, he's British, but he's a Nigerian. Kama Israel said, Bisola said, it's your show, do not submit to anyone. Thank you. Hence why, when I started this show, I said, no, we are all allowed our opinions. We are only dissecting and reacting to information that Ben and Harrison have shared so far. So I don't believe that we should be, disrespecting anybody for sharing their opinion. We shouldn't be doing that. People are allowed, because this information is out there on social media, and for the fact that this information are out there, it's now a public being. Like, anybody can dissect it the way they want. Kama Israel said, if a friend of mine sends me a sick videos like that, I will be the first to report him to the police. For Ben to sit on those videos for so long is because he was enjoying his friend's sex appeals. I was watching that the Freeze show, and a few of the guys had a lot of things to say in regards to that as well. Favor said, Celine was even lying sideways. Assume they were dead. Celine would have been lying on her back. I don't think so, because if she was still lying on her side, so I want to believe that she was still alive in that video. I want to believe that, but we look at things differently. Simple Show TV said, Ben and Harrison is fighting Ben and Harrison is fighting whom is smarter than each other. You know what, my Simple Show TV, I don't want us to start thinking that someone is smarter than anybody. I just want both of them to put their differences aside and continue to work for one goal: get to the bottom of this case, get everybody who has negatively contributed to the demise of Andrew and to the disappearance of these girls, and possibly get justice for the victims who escaped as well. That's the goal both of them should be working towards. Marianne said, I think Ben expected Harrison to be giving him credit for the information he's getting from him. Instead, Harrison was always saying, from my investigation. Yeah, I get that as well. Innocent said, Ben said his anger was on the Nigerian police system. Both Ben and Harrison needs to work together for the sake of the Nigerians. Exactly, I believe that as well. And I'm of the opinion that they should put their sentiments aside and work to get to the bottom of this case. Emmanuel said, Ben certainly needs to be investigated. He only came out to clear himself after he discovered that the police had Andrew's phone and would discover that he was in active communication with Andrew. There's a lot, and you know what, like I said, he's already gone to write a statement with the UK police, so I don't know if the UK police are going to make this investigation public, but we'll see. The question still remains, who by Andrew? You know what, these videos that Harrison has shared, so, and I think Harrison believes the police had a lot to do with what happened to Ben. I don't think it's got anything to do with those vigilantes they arrested as the alleged suspects. I don't think those guys know anything about. I don't think those guys do. Onassis said, those of you blaming Ben, just put yourself in his shoes. If you have a psychopath friend, would you snitch on him, knowing very well he can equally end your life? That was Ben's fears narrative, that okay, if you want me to snitch on him, what if I come into Nigeria and then he acquired me? But at the end of the day, like I said, he tried at some point, because he called the Nigerian police to say, this guy, what is going on, and they told him to pay 200,000 naira. So if the police had to extort him in order to give information, or in order for him to give information, then like I said, I am team disband the Nigerian police. We don't need them. Enieta said, my sister, I understand Ben lost a friend, but Andrew's life is not more important than the girls. Yes, I agree with you. If anything, Ben should be more worried about the girls. That's why I said now we all know Andrew is no more. No matter what we do now, it's not going to bring Andrew back. So it's these girls. We need to ascertain if they are alive or no more. That is the goal now. It should him going back and forth, Harrison this, Harrison that, Harrison this. Why is there's no way blood can be read on the wall after 3 days? We are not forensics. I don't think Harrison said the blood on the wall was red. He said there's blood on the wall. You know. Carrie Signatures TV says, you are doing great. Keep it up. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Ben Dikachi Igwe said, Ben has a point for not reporting to the Nigerian police. Yes, I get you. Now it's making sense. Obviously, we know how Nigerian police are. If you doubt that, take a look at the testimony of that suspect from Harrison video yesterday. All he had to do was, you can imagine, he was already threatening somebody. How can you be threatening somebody that was practically a witness to the police officers there that were standing by the car that contained Andrew? You know, and even the second victim, the second alleged suspect, this one, because he heard side talk, you know, he was waiting to buy food, and he heard somebody passing information to somebody else. Because he heard that, he tried to call the police they would normally call, but because he couldn't get across to that person, he called the boss of their vigilante, and the boss of their vigilante told him to go to the police station. So you can imagine somebody gone from passing information to becoming a suspect. It can only happen in Nigeria. And they had cuffs, chains in his legs for giving them information. And this guy said that they liaise with police. If there's any information, they give the police. If the police has any information, they give the information. And then again, one question I would love to find out or what to have an answer to is, who was that person? That person that said, oh, they had an information that there's a cow that contained body part. Who gave that person that information for them to come and share? I hope you guys got that question. So apparently this second suspect was standing to buy food and he heard somebody giving that information. That person who brought that information, who gave him the information? Who gave him the information? So Nigerian police has a lot to answer for in this case. Simple Show TV said nobody knows if Andrew is dead or not, because what I'm saying is like story. I want to believe he's no more. Camilla said, I agree, Ben was enjoying it. Pointer's cousin said, really, those girls were still alive on that video, but I want to believe they were alive in that video as well. Johnson S said, what I just want to say that they should not slip this matter under the carpet like the previous killings. You know what, with the way it's going now, that's why I'm saying that both Harrison and Ben should put their sentiments, should put their differences aside and work on the purpose of getting justice for those involved in this case. Where if they involve in getting justice, whoever is guilty of what accusation they've accused them of, let them be punished, and whoever is a victim, let them be compensated. And you know, all the police who have been shitty, who have carried out this investigation just to, you know, enrich their own pocket, let them, like I said, strip them of their post. They should lose their pension and spend the rest of their lives in jail. Innocent Agona said, does Andrew not have neighbors? But how come none of them have said anything? What about these domestic workers? So apparently it's been said that the neighborhood that Andrew was living, that Andrew has terrorized that area, that they were fearful of him, you know. So I don't know what area he was living in. It's people who are living in Aba or Abia that will be able to tell us what that area looks like, or if maybe, just maybe, if anybody living within that location or within the area Ben was living would be the one that could actually tell us if truly Andrew come across as how it's been mentioned, that, you know, people, he terrorize the area, people can approach him. And I want to believe that he probably has a driver, he has a chef who does his cooking, he has somebody that does his laundry. You know, I want to believe he has people working for him. So who are these people? Let them come out and say what they know. You know, let them come out and say what they know. Camilla said maybe Andrew drugged the two girls and then placed them in that position on the bed. Well, there's somebody who was actually saying something similar on that is freeze that the phrase life, that, you know what, psychopaths, there's a way, because they want to catch some crews, you know, they dress you. You know, if you look at the way Afiba was sleeping, she was lying on her back and her hair was carefully placed on her, you know, to cover her. So was that how Afiba slept, or did Andrew dressed her up that way? We don't know. Olufunsho said, just because a harm is raised doesn't mean she's still alive. Rigor motive might have set in by that time. Well, you could be right. What was the accompanying message Andrew sent with that video? I can't remember now, but yeah, I did saw that video as well. So yeah, Isiaka said Harrison is not fighting anyone. Ben only wants to divert the issue. I just feel that he has no reason to be blasting Harrison. Harrison was carrying out his investigation, and he is allowed to carry out his investigation. And if he decides not to work with Ben anymore, it's fine. But whatever must have transpired between both of them, I don't think it's right that Ben is coming out to blast Harrison. And Zoe said, Ben could have stopped Andrew's death. How can you be looking at girls with blue faces and enjoying it? What you people don't know, in psychiatrics, some human that enjoys sexual activities of others. Yeah, I've seen that in movies, but now we know it happens in real life. Diaspora diva, and now I understand Ben very well. I wouldn't fault him for now. You know what? He's still sharing information, and I just hope he gives us all his guts, and then they can easily investigate this case. But I just want him to stop blasting Harrison, because Harrison started this case before he even came out to come and tell us about Andrew. Simple Show TV said about police divisions knows whereabouts of the two ladies. So that's why I'm saying that maybe, just maybe, they were involved in the shady business, or the shady business of dropping those girls or disappearing them. Because looking at the picture of those Nigerian police, they look like armed robbers. They look like proper criminals. Honestly, they look like that. They look like that. Innocent said, thank you for this show. Let's keep this going, because the moment we stop talking, they will be happy to end this case. Like, what? Thank you. You're welcome, Innocent. If I find any updates, I'm going to bring it here. And I'm off work at the moment, so maybe in the next 2 weeks, if there's anything developing, I'll be bringing it here. And once I return back to work, as you all know, I'm a nurse. Once I return back to work, it's probably going to be like evening shows or weekend shows, like a few days in the week. But we'll see once I return back to work. But for now, I'm off work, and I'll be here almost every day or any time I find any information. Please, guys, like this video. I really appreciate it. And Hell said, a criminal will always have a criminal as a best friend. Ben should be investigating as well. Background check and all. Yep. Johnson said, both Ben and Harrison into work together, so they will unravel the truth. The police should not put obstacles between two of them. And even the commentators should not put obstacles. Absolutely, I agree with you. Kofi Baba said, please, where are Andrew's domestic staff? I've already asked that question as well. I want to believe that, it comes across as a rich man. Where is his driver? Where are his chef, his cook, whoever who does his clothing, who washes his clothes for him, who does his laundry for him, And there will be people like that around him, because this is someone that spent all of his life in the UK. And I would believe that for the fact that he's able to afford such lifestyle, there will be people who do his chores for him, and who send letter to the Nigerian embassy for Andrew to come to Nigeria. That's another question. I'm sure someone said, Ben said Andrew got a visa to go to Nigeria, and he continues to renew his visa. So he must have traveled to Nigeria with his British passport, and even being a Nigerian, he will have needed a visa to enter Nigeria from the UK. Even with his British passport, he will have needed a visa to enter Nigeria. Because I remember when I was going to Nigeria, I didn't have my passport because my passport was long expired, and I didn't have it, so I had to apply for a Nigerian visa to go to Nigeria. Sonu said, Innocent said, who certified Andrew as a psychopath? Well, I would believe that the UK police are going to carry out their investigation. If there's any medical records that states that Andrew is a psychopath, then why was he let out of jail in the UK in the first place? Should they not have maybe sent him to a mental health facility or something? Sony said, Nigeria is gone forever. Gone forever. Nigerian police, today is Democracy Day in Nigeria. Let's celebrate Nigeria. Nigerian police has gone far. Yeah, let's put it that way. Fawaz said, I just feel the whole truth is with the police. They covered way too much before they found it out international. Yes, I agree with you. Hell, welcomes. Well done, sis. Keep us updated. God bless. Amen, Hell. Olufunsho said, please update us when Ben is arrested or called for. Well, if they say that it's been questioned there, obviously it's going to come out here. I'll let you guys know. Sprinting Spree said, that Ben should be thoroughly investigated. It's part of this whole saga. It's an accessory after the fact. Trust me, he doesn't believe in that. And when on his live show, what you just said are what people are saying to him, and they were like, how is it his fault? How is it his fault? He's only just come to share information that will help. How is it his fault that we should go and hold Nigerian police responsible? The Nigerian police that were not able to protect or provide justice for the girl who came to report to them in January. Why do we think that if we now tells them about Andrew that they will do anything? And remember that it was the same Ben that told us that Andrew has the Nigerian police wrapped around his fingers, which means they will do anything for him. Carrie's signature says Celine was around the house when police came to arrest Andrew. That's why her belongings were the only ones seen at the crime scene. Alright, okay. Innocent said another funny thing is that why has the police not updated the public so we hear their own side of it? So you can imagine it took almost a week and a half after that incident before they came out to say something, and that was because Ben and obviously Harrison were pushing all these stories everywhere. So now, like I said, like I shared 2 days ago, the High GP has released a statement to say a thorough investigation is going to be started for obviously in the report that the IGP released is now looking into it as if Andrew was murder, was pied, but apparently the police who went to collect him, all of the story from when he was first ever involved with the Port Harcourt police, I would want all of that report to start from there. The first ever time that the Nigerian police were involved with Andrew, let the investigation start from there to where we are now. And Innocent said another funny thing is that why has the book I've read that Joseph Omotayo said how I wish this case can snowball to another NSAS. Illegality and corruption in Nigeria gave room for all of this. I don't think so. Nigerians are hungry. You know what? They are still saying that with the strike thing, with the minimum wage, so the Nigerian government cannot pay 100,000 naira for minimum wage, and ministers are paying themselves millions every month as their wage, but they can't pay people 100,000 naira as minimum wage. A bag of rice is 85,000 naira, and they want to pay Nigerians 60,000 naira as minimum wage. Like, make it make sense. So I don't think Nigerians will want to do that because there's hunger in the land. Fear won't allow him if Andrew was alive. Yeah, that was his reason. Said he doesn't want Andrew to buy him. Pointer's cousin said yes. Mr. Ben said Andrew as a cook. If it's true, where is the cook when all these girls came to his house? Exactly, that's another question. Michael said, hi Michael Hubert, Ben was really enjoying the ladies naked body. You this Michael. Isiaka Ibrahim said, driver, cook, and all those domestic stars are all members of the harvesting syndicate. Well, Andrew and Ben has said he doesn't know Andrew to be involved in any harvesting business, so he doesn't believe he does that. And I think that was where he had an issue with Harrison, because he said Harrison was going with a narrative that he was involved in harvesting with Andrew. I think that was what started this him blasting out Harrison. Carrie's signature said Andrew, Celine, Blessing, and her boyfriend are the members of the. I don't want to believe. Well, okay, Afiba is not here, so Andrew, we all know, is a psychopath. Celine, I believe she's in a serious relationship. I would love for her fiancé to come out and shed more light on Celine, because when I went to check on her social media page, she was traveling everywhere. She was living the baby girl life. She was traveling, enjoying good food, enjoying good cuisine. She was dressing well, traveling everywhere. So I really love to know more about what Celine does, what Celine does in regards to just to, buttress what Carrie's signature TV said there. Andrew said, Kofi said, Andrew started sending some of these pictures to Ben later to expose the police. Who is the officer that backdated the approval of Andrew's AGUN in 2016? I'm sure there should be a name of that person who collected the money and signature on the receipt Ben shared, so they will definitely get to the bottom of that. Simple Show TV said, policemen have already stolen their 2 iPhones. It's been recovered. And they've said, Harrison said they've handed it over to the Oga of Police as evidence. Isiaka Ibrahim said this is a pure case of OGRA harvesting syndicate that involves Ben as well. Ben says he's not into stuff like that, and I want to take his word for it, except there's an evidence anybody has out there to say he was involved in that. Diaspora DB said, Ben has always said that he kept wanting Andrew to create a lifestyle of having several women. That's men for you. Men will like women. Now you want to tell them to make them not carry women. Hell said Ben is not afraid of Andrew, just afraid of getting caught. There are more people involved in this case. According to Harrison as well, it said Andrew was not acting alone. So for Harrison to have concluded that way, I want to believe, I want to imagine, I want to maybe say maybe the police who he had around his fingers were the ones involved in all of these things with him. Diaspora Diva said it is not a OHG harvesting thing at all. I don't want to believe in that narrative either. But I don't know why Harrison thought that was the case in the first place. Mark said, why is Ben now turning his anger on Nigerian police? See, it's enough for him to turn his anger on Nigerian police, because even me, if I had the chance, I would turn my anger on Nigerian police. Because, like we are saying, when we're looking at the facts and everything from the beginning here, Rachel escaped Andrew in January of 2024. She went to the police to report the case. She had bruises, she had wounds. It was neighbors that brought, that shielded her when she escaped. So she went to the Nigerian police, who were meant to be after her, who were meant to protect her. She went to the Nigerian police, and Nigerian police, seeing all the bruises, things that she suffered on her, I asked her to pay 200,000 naira before they can do anything. So yeah, he has every right to put all his anger on Nigerian police, and I'm putting that anger as well, mainly for the sake of that girl. Because if the Nigerian police had done something, maybe Celine Afiba won't be missing now. And with that being said, when they wrote a petition, when Celine and Afiba's family wrote a petition to say that they had an information, a Google point map to say that this girl said they were in this building. They wrote a petition, police escorted the family to the house, and police are saying that they don't want to go in there because they don't want to embarrass Andrew. Like, a family has brought a complaint to you that they are looking for a family member of theirs who told them that this is where they were coming. There's an evidence of address, there's names, and then you've now come with the family member to that house, and you are not saying that you guys don't want to go in because obviously the police knew what they were involved with Andrew. Back said, why is Ben now turning? I've already read that. He had the option to report a fugitive to the UK police. He knew the whereabouts of Andrew. So some people were like, why would he report to the UK police when he knew that his friend was wanted? I've actually not heard his answer to that question as to why he did not let them know in the UK that Andrew was in Nigeria. Ruby Brown, hi Ruby Brown. Hi everyone, I'm new here. Welcome. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Olufunsho Famuyiwa said, I swear by the time the investigation is concluded, all the police team from Port Harcourt to about to Benue to Abuja will be implicated. That's the goal. They should all be implicated. Like I said, strip them of their posts, strip them of their pension, throw them up in the jail and throw away the key. Simple Show TV. Kofi Baba said, Mabel, it's Rachel. Rachel was the victim from Lagos, in a position to give us first-hand info on domestic staff or gate man. Well, maybe if Harrison's able to, get her to talk or ask her those questions. Simple Show TV said, why are we not talking of Blessing and his boyfriend? Exactly, there's not been a lot said about those two as well. I'm going to take all these questions and I'm going to go drop them in the comment section of Harrison. Like, have you heard of Blessing? Have you heard of Darlington? Where are these two? What do they know? Maybe they really need to be questioned. So Diaspora Diva said, Nigerian police had Ben in their hands several times and they did nothing but kept letting him go. Yes, that's correct. Ben said Andrew has been arrested in PH 5 times. You can imagine those 5 times. What report did they have down on him? It would be interesting for the police to start from there. They enabled Andrew, reason why Ben couldn't do much. I get that part. Iseka said, yes, harvesting, that's why rumors went around in village of a car containing organ that the vigilante heard of and went to the police. Okay. Diaspora Diva said, Ben said Andrew never told him he was wanted in the UK. I still find, that was why I said they might be friends for a very long time, but maybe he really doesn't know a lot more of what Andrew does. Like, Andrew only just let him know what he wants him to know. Innocent said it will be very difficult for the police to say they don't have a hand in this mess. They can't say they don't have a hand. They are already confessing now. because they lied that they lied that when they were in Huyo that they slept in the bus and Andrew slept in his car. Meanwhile, Ben said there's a proof which Andrew sent to him of him being in an hotel room with one of the police officers. When Ben said when he said that to that police officer, he started stammering and said, I'm okay, but he did not pay for the hotel room, but you lied in the first place that you guys slept in the bus and Andrew slept in the car. Meanwhile, both of you were sleeping in the same room in an hotel. So that's a big lie, you know. Simbu Show said, Beth said that Nigerian police aided Andrew to do what he does. That means he knows the relationship between the police and Andrew. Yeah. Michael Uber says, sister, you're doing a fantastic job. I like you. I can see you're not easy at all. This is my first time of ever commenting on something like this. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hell said, has Ben been to Nigeria in the last 2 years? And why was Andrew also in Nigeria at the same time? So I don't know if Ben has been in Nigeria in the last 2 years. But I want to believe he has been, because Andrew went to Nigeria in year 2021 or year 2022, and he said he has visited Andrew in Port Harcourt. He's driven in his Mercedes and stuff like that. So I want to believe he's been, but don't quote me, I might be wrong. Ferris1220 said, I asked Mr. Ben the same question about blessing her boyfriend, but he didn't answer yet. Yeah, I've been on a few of his live and he didn't answer yet. So I'm just going to read the last part of the update that Harrison dropped. It says part 6. Part 6 titled as Andrew's friend Ben. So I'm reading this as it is on Harrison's page. I'm going to show you guys so you know that I'm reading from Harrison's page on his Instagram page. So that's the last update, but it's a written one. So part 6 is Andrew's friend Ben. So I'm reading this. It started with a fake and doctored chat that Celine and Afiba are hookup girls, made them appear bad to the public, and now saying the police planted the decomposed body in the bush. So that was said by Harrison. So that was his conclusion about Ben. Now I understand why Ben is parrying that Harrison is linking him to Andrew's crimes. So that was the update from update number 6 from Harrison. So I'm just going to refresh his Instagram page to see if there's anything else. Guys, I'm going to start rounding up so we could be here for an hour 45. So it's now, we'll be here for an hour and a half. So another 15 minutes and then we'll call it a day. So far there's nothing else on Harrison's page as regards to this case. But let me go check Ben's page on Instagram. Let me go check his page on Instagram. And Ben's page, and I was looking at Ben's website. So his website, I think it's only just started it because there doesn't seem to be a lot of stuff on it. But there's a couple of news about this case on his website. And it says the latest news on it. So if you go onto his website, it is Naija, so NAIJA 24news.com. And the two topics or the two stuff about this case so far on his website, there's only two posts is made. And one says, my fellow Nigerians, please help me make sense of this story and tag Nigerian police to come out clean. So I've been checking his website every day and I didn't see this. So okay, he posted this post that I'm going to read to you now. He posted it on the 3rd of June at about 3:54 p.m. So he titled it My Fellow Nigerians. Let me show you guys so you know where I'm reading it from. And you can also read with me if you're on that website, okay? Why are you skipping my comment? My comment, Emmanuel. I'm sorry, Emmanuel. I don't think I saw your comments. People complain that, stop reading comments, but I felt, I'm sorry if I've missed your comment, but if there's anything you want me to address, please kindly drop it in the comment section. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. Davis Lamptey said, please try as much as you can to woman who transferred the 1.5 million naira to the police. She knows more about the missing girls. So the account details of the 1.5 million, like I said, Harrison already recovered that money. But then, obviously, in the beginning of this case, Harrison said Andrew transferred ₦1 million from one of the girls' accounts to an account. So which account did Andrew transfer that ₦1 million to? Is it his own account or another account? Diaspora Diva said Nigerian police should give us back our sisters. Oh. They have no choice because now the world is on them. And the thing is just annoying that I've not seen this case on any of, like, if I go onto YouTube now, I've not seen any of this all these news agencies on YouTube. I've not seen them spoken about this, So I've started to see Instablog. It's only just gossip pages on Instagram that are posting this news, and you'll have thought that a case like this, that Punch, TVC News, all of these media houses would start talking about them, because it happened in Nigeria, and this case is still currently ongoing. So yeah, so I'm just on Mr. Ben's website now, and it said that, my fellow Nigerians, please help me make sense of this story and tag Nigeria police to come out clean. It says let me see how long the story is before I start reading it. Right, so it's a lengthy post which I'm not going to attempt to read, but if you're interested in reading it, like I said, you can go to his Instagram, to his website. It's naija24news.com, and I think that's the same handle is go on Facebook as well, and people are on him. They are not relenting, they are on him. So he's got another post from the 4th of June there. It says, sensationalism versus facts. The case of Andrew exposes systemic issues in Nigerian society. I don't know why he's not making it as if he, as a Nigerian, is not aware of these things in Nigeria. It's not as if these things just started happening in Nigeria. So why is he making it look as if it's only just started to happen in Nigeria? Like, guys, what do you think? Diaspora Diva said the police know where Celine and Afiba are. Well, I hope their investigation goes quicker. They do all the questioning tactics and get them to confess to their sins. Simple Show TV said Harrison shouldn't be exposing all his founding from Ben until he successfully gets some secrets from Ben. Well, Ben doesn't trust him anymore now, so I don't think that will happen. Maris Alfred said, even the blessing, Celine friend, she's one big suspect. She needs to be questioned. She's done a run and they don't know where she is, but it's been alleged that she's in Abuja. And Atiwodo Corey said, I heard 2 phones is found in Mr. Andrew's room. Yes, to the best of my knowledge, yes. And one is confirmed to be Afiba's own. I'm not sure about that. I don't know who the other... I'm going to have to go watch that video back to be sure. But I know Harrison found 2 phones. And one of the phones belonged to one of the girls from Lagos, who is Rachel. I can't remember who they said the other black one belonged to, and the black one was the one that was stolen by the Nigerian police, which they've now recovered. So I'm going to go watch that video again from Harrison to double check. Guys, I'm rounding up, so I wouldn't want to spend much time here. But the other phone is not for selling, and one dead body too is found around Mr. Andrew's house. So yeah, so I guess that you're just giving us a summary there. Yes, they found one body, but we don't know who that body belonged to, and yes, it was found not far away from where Andrew lives. So yeah. Johnson said, but why are Nigerian police always can't do what is right? Is it the training, or Abbas said he was celebrated? It turns out to be a criminal. Please tell me. I can't tell you nothing, Johnson, because Nigerian police, you can't find the bottom of the pot that the Nigerian police are sitting on. So yeah, I'm just gonna go over to Ben's page on Facebook now. So on his page, it shares gossip news as well, and I'm just going to go find, so the last post about this case on his Facebook page was dropped 3 hours ago, and it said, so I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to read that post now. It said, human blood can only remain red on the wall for maximum of 4 hours. Facts. Scientifically, it's impossible to remain red. Where did they see the red blood on the wall from after 27 days? If I remember clearly, Harrison did not say red blood. He said blood on the wall. So, I don't know what Mr. Ben is going on about. How can red blood? So definitely blood is going to, how do they describe it again? It's going to change based on the atmosphere of the environment. So yeah, so that was the latest the last news so far on his Instagram page. So on his Facebook page. And if you go under the comment section, people are not letting him be. People are on him big time. People, and if you look at the comments under that post, people are all on him. They're like, you know what, you go explain Taya. And I just wish that, like I said, if he has any information that could lead to the whereabouts of these girls, either one of them, I think the more he delays sharing this information, the much it's going to become much more difficult to find the girls. So guys, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who has joined my live. I'm just going to quickly read the last few comments here, and then we'll call it a day for this show. And if anything comes up, I'll definitely set up another live, and then if any of you want to join me, you're all fine to do so. And please like and share and subscribe as well. So I'm just going to read the comments I've got here so far, and then we shall all go. Ferris 1220 said either Rachel or one of the victims said the blue phone belonged to her. It's Rachel. Rachel said the blue one, I believe it's an iPhone SR or something. The girl from Lagos, Rachel said it belongs to her. Simple Shows said they should take the case to Berekete family and seek for justice. Hey. I don't know the power that Berekete has, but yes, it's a nice suggestion. Johnson Essa said Celine Afiba are not dead. Celine Afiba are not dead. Well, we all want to hold that. Hope, but Diaspora Diva said Ben said he has videos of Umuahia police who took video of the house on the 8th of May and there was no blood on the wall. I heard him say that as well. Hence why he's querying why Harrison said he found blood when they went there. So just maybe they did not take their time to, do the proper search of the building of the house. And Olufunsho said Ben Samuell sounds like a pseudonym. What's his real name? Now he's arguing about whether blood is red or not. So he has a personal page on Instagram called Ben Ben Samuell Samuell. So I don't know if that's a pseudonym or not, but that's what he has so far on social media. And he has had that page before this news of Andrew broke out. Davis Lamptey, hi, the laptop, the phone, and the CCTV footage will trace all the information about all involved and what happened to the missing girls. So, for CCTV footage, I don't know where there is CCTV footage, but obviously, Andrew has a laptop and a couple of phones, and I believe that once they actually start investigating this the proper way, there will be more, maybe there will be more incriminating evidences against Andrew. Simple Show TV said, I got a little confused about the body found and fresh blood in Andrew's house. So, Harrison did not say it was fresh blood. He just entered and said that is blood. So, I can't recollect if he said fresh blood. But from Harrison's video, he said there was blood on the wall, blood on the handle of the door, and apparently when they go collect that body they found, it was wrapped in one of the curtains, which is an exact match to the one in Andrew's house. And if you look at the picture from the video of when they collected the body, you can see bodily fluids seems to have seeped into that curtain. You can see there's like patches on the curtain when they were spreading. You can see patches, like light patches on the curtain. So I'll believe that whoever wrapped the body or whatever body that they wrapped has been wrapped in that curtain for a very long time. So I'm not a forensic officer, so this is just me saying this from watching the video. The Diaspora Diva said Ben Samuell is not a pseudonym. People think too far, Sha. Well, it might not be, and it might be, you can never tell. Simple Show TV said Andrew is making one of the female police officer from, I heard that as well, that he was having an affair with one of the female police officers. So whoever that female police officer is, she should be included in this investigation. She is not exempted. And I hope Ben has information of that police female officer so that they can identify her and add her to the group of criminals. Andrew, Simple Source, I really see the fresh blood. I'm gonna end this live now, and I'm gonna go watch that video again. So, and also to listen to what Harrison said about it. So, guys, I've been here for an hour. an hour and a half or an hour 45 minutes. I'm just going to call it a day here. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who has who came to watch this show, who is here and keep coming back. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. For those of you who have just joined this show, please go watch in the beginning so you understand, where we are coming from and where we are hoping that this case leads to. I just believe that if there's anyone out there, and I'm still hoping the thought that the girls will be found, if there's anyone out there that has information that could help in finding these girls, please reach out to harassing. Don't go to Nigerian police, oh! I'm saying my own. Do not go to Nigerian police. And if you're going to pass across information to harassing, do it anonymously. Hi, Habi Ogunsoya. I'm just rounding up. Feel free to go watch from the beginning again if you have the time. And harassing should be calm. Ben has really helped this case. Yes, they have both contributed to this case one way or the other. So I'm not going to say they've not helped. They have both contributed massively to this case. But I think Ben is doing too much now, blasting harassing. I think he's doing too much. And yeah, so anyway guys, thank you so much. Have a lovely day wherever you are. If you're just joining this live, please feel free to go watch from the beginning again. And if I find any updates, I will definitely be coming back here to share with you guys. Thank you so much and have a lovely day and stay blessed and stay safe wherever you find yourself. All right, bye.